Hello there and welcome to another episode of Behind the Data with me, Alastair Hope, where for the next couple of minutes I'll be talking you through some of the things that have moved the markets through the course of December. To start off with, we'll have a look at gas, and as you can see on the chart, month got off to a very bullish start, prices continuing their upwards trajectory. More concern about Russian flows and how much gas will be coming over from Russia, combined with more concerns about the weather and really low storages throughout Europe, really sort of supported prices and really sort of started to panic the buyers again. But as we got to the back end of December, weather forecasts turned far more mild, brought in a lot more wind, and then we started to detect quite a considerable amount of LNG coming over from the US and Peru. This triggered a bit of a sell-off, and as you can see on the charts here, took us back to a similar level that we're at just before the start of the month. Looking at power quickly, and as you can see at the chart here, similar sort of movement. Where gas goes, power will normally follow in the UK. Once again, being dragged up with those gas contracts, extra risk coming in as well from a lack of French nuclear availability, with some of the French nuclear reactors coming offline due to welding issues. But once again, with the big drops down in gas, power then started to follow that move towards the end of the month and as we entered the Christmas period. This then takes us on to carbon, and once again, looking at the chart, you can see some strange moves in carbon where actually at the start of the month we saw carbon prices come down, most likely as a result of the December contract expiring. A little bit of assessing as to what might be going on, but as we get to the middle of the month and the news starts to emerge about the French nuclear reactors started to have one or two issues, that may have triggered a little bit more carbon hedging, as there's quite a strong possibility that more gas and coal would be needed to help balance systems through the month of January. So yeah, hence a little bit more buying activity going on for carbon permits. And then finally that brings us on to oil, and you can see on the charts here that oil followed a similar manner to the way carbon moved. Probably different reasons coming in there though. So at the start of the month there was a lot of concern about the Omicron variant of coronavirus, starting to maybe introduce more travel bans, a lot less movement, worries about going into more lockdowns. But as we've gone through the month, it emerged that the Omicron variant probably wasn't quite as serious as previous variants, and yeah, limited the amount of travel bans and that maybe may have been introduced through December and into the next year, into the new year. So I hope you found that update helpful, just to give you a brief idea of what's been moving the markets. Even though we've seen some pretty strong moves down in the gas and power markets through the latter half or the latter end of December, prices are still very high, and I'm sure this is probably giving some customers a bit of a headache. So please do, if you've got any questions, get in touch with your account manager and they'll be able to see what they can do to help you. For now though, I hope you have a good start to the year and look forward to speaking to you again next time. Thanks so much.